morning, everyone. It's fantastic to see so many of you here. Thanks very much for the effort. I'm Lisa Buckingham. I'm editor of Financial Mail on Sunday, and we've organised the conference. The idea behind today is to give you glimpses of jobs that you might not have heard of, that are out of the ordinary, and you might not even have ever thought of applying for. And possibly not even one of them will appeal to you. But what I hope you will gain is an idea of the huge range of careers that are on offer to you, and a sense that you can find something that will be challenging and fulfilling, and not that dreadful, oh no, it's Monday type of job that so many people spend their lives doing. I hope you will look at our inspirational panellists who will talk with such enthusiasm about the jobs that they love and make a resolution that you are going to be like them, that you are going to not be a time server, you're a time waster, but someone who embraces a job as a life-enhancing experience, not something to be got through. Now, part of getting into work that you will find fulfilling is, of course, knowing yourself and understanding the type of job that you want to do. And another thing I'd like you to take away from today is that you can have as many careers as you want. And if you make a false start, that's not the end of the world. Now, you can't have failed to be impressed, I don't think, by the wonderful surroundings that we're in for our conference today. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Karen Jones, Director of Human Resources at this magnificent hotel.
Good morning. Thank you, Lisa. Certainly delighted to welcome you all to the InterContinental London Park Lane this morning. It certainly is our privilege to host such an event. So I wish you all a very successful conference today and take away a lot of food for thought. So enjoy your day. Thank you.
With apprenticeships firmly on the agenda in recent months, the government's plan to create more apprenticeships to create more jobs. Last year, there were 240,000 apprenticeships. And already this year, companies including B&Q have announced plans to increase the number of apprenticeships that they take on.
Hello, my name is Rachel Rawlinson. I'm the Retail Qualifications Manager at B&Q. B&Q, as you probably know, is a leading home improvement and gardening retailer. I'm no surprise that I was B&Q. I think we stick out today. Last March last year, we launched a series of qualification programs into our business because we recognised that people were at the heart of our business and the skills agenda is very important to us at B&Q. We launched 3 programs. We launched an MVQ, a home improvement retail qualification, and more importantly, an apprenticeship program. Since March last year, we have awarded 17,000 qualifications to our staff nationally, and this has really put service and skills improvement at the heart of our agenda.
My apprentice with B&Q is obviously work-based, so I don't have to do sort of any extra work at home or anything like that. So the experience is all basically work-based within your work, so it's very sort of learning on the job.
Let me tell you just a little bit now about our apprenticeship programme. We've been running the programme since 2005. We recruit about 200 people onto our scheme every year. So our absolute focus is turning the outdated image of the railway and engineering as a dirty, semi-skilled, dominated industry around on its head, because we know that this outdated image is putting off exceptional, talented women like you from joining us.
The idea of the secret job panel is to say to delegates, okay, so it's got bank or pharmaceuticals or telecoms written on the front door, but there are a whole host of fascinating jobs within. Today, NatWest RBS has very kindly volunteered to talk to you about several secret jobs within their organisations. As you can see, they are far removed from the grey, male, stale image of bankers.
My name's Louise Johnson. I am the F1 Sponsorship Manager at the Royal Bank of Scotland Group. So what I do is I liaise with all the RBS businesses around the world and find out how we can use those F1 assets into their marketing plans. So this could be, for example, using a Formula One driver in an advertising campaign in RBS Singapore, or it could be using Sir Jackie Stewart in a regional roadshow, for example, in the UK. There's 3 things I've learned. And firstly, network like crazy and really utilise and cultivate your contacts. Secondly, challenge yourself. If you're going for a job and you kind of feel comfortable about it, I wouldn't take it. You know, really push yourself out of your comfort zone. And thirdly, be yourself and work hard. Good people with a good work ethic will always find good jobs.
You know what? I love school. Do you ever have those days where you think, I really don't want to leave this environment? You know, going to school, spending all day, every day, with your best friends, you know, life doesn't get better until you start work. Because that's exactly what I thought. And I did leave school, and I didn't go to university. I weighed it up and thought, what's better for me? And for me, it was having a bit of money in my purse and actually going out. And when I joined the bank, I met a load of new friends. There were some early lessons that came with me into the workplace. And believe it or not, those lessons came from my mum. It was always about work hard. You've just said that. Treat others as you want to be treated. Manners cost nothing, and show respect. And actually, if you do that and you work hard, you know, doors of opportunity open.
The job that we do is really to build the reputation of RBS as a responsible business, so that we can create and help support sustainable communities across the UK and across the world. So it's a brilliant job to be involved in, because not only do I get involved in supporting our staff to get involved in charity work, but also deal with thousands of absolutely amazing charities out there.
My aim for today is to give you a little bit of insight about enterprise and running your own business as a career option. Now, whether that is now, or whether that's later on in life, it's always good to have options. And believe you me, we need more women in enterprise.
For students who are considering doing jobs in the commercial world, what advice would you give them to make themselves stand out?
Having some work experience on your CV will really stand you in good stead. Not only does it show that you're committed to your career and working hard, but it also shows that you're kind of thinking out the box and wanting to try new and different things.
Working for such a large asset management firm such as BlackRock, we do find that a lot of our applicants are male-based, which is a question that we keep asking. How can we try and look into why that is the position, and what can we do to try and equalise the number of applicants? So something like today is absolutely perfect for trying to change some of those statistics more in favour of women.
I got this internship and I turned up every Friday and I worked for her for free for just over a year. And at the end of that year, I had learnt something to do with casting. That led to great experience. I was working in America's biggest industry with some of the greatest deal makers in the world. I was casting for Jodie Foster, meeting Jodie Foster and Kevin Bacon, and trying to find kids to play in a Shirley MacLaine movie up around the swimming pools of the Bronx. It was a wild, wild life, and it was really, really exciting. We came back to England. We started our business. You asked us to think about, to ask some questions, why I changed careers. I changed careers because, you know what, something better came along, and because I got more excited about something else than what I was currently doing. It never bothered me that I was taking a leap and maybe walking away from something that could have been fantastic. It wasn't, and I was going to something better.
Do you think it's more important to follow your heart and explore different careers that you may or may not be passionate about at the end? Or do you think it's better to go to university and get a degree and know that you are more likely to have a steady and solid job at the end of it?
I think you should go to university if you really, really want to go and you think it's right for you and it's going to lead you to down a path that you want to go.
Breaking the mould means to me women being able to get some business, because women are always stereotyped as being, you know, secretaries and all that, whereas I always aspire to be, eventually become like a managing director. So it's amazing how this conference teaches us how we can aim for those kind of positions and how we don't have to stereotype ourselves to those positions.